Good day, everybody. Welcome back. It's our Thursday solo adventures, as per usual, and I'm obviously in the Black Country because I've been here for the last infinite number of Thursdays, really, it feels like. Today, Oldbury and West Bromwich are the targets. There looks to be quite a lot between the two of them. I've got it for 11 AM. So I'm going to have a good 12-hour crack at as many pubs as I possibly can. People said to me, Oldbury, it's a bit rough. I mean, I'm not saying that they said I was going to get stabbed, but it is a bit ironic that a knife angel is currently on display here in Oldbury. So I don't know if that's a sign for things to come. Hopefully it's not. So yeah, the knife angel is here in the centre of Oldbury today, and my first port of call. There are lots of pubs just along here. But my first port of call, apparently the Waggon and Horses is the cheapest pub in the UK. I don't know what that's based on. Maybe it's based on beers or something. But what I'm excited for, and it doesn't happen very often, is a Wetherspoons. Because I have been told that this beauty just here, the Court of Requests, is an absolute belter of a building with some very interesting bits inside to show you around and to have a look at. So pub number one today for 11 AM, said the Waggon and Horses already got its door open, which is good news. But I'm going to do the Court of Request first then, so let's start with Oldbury. Opening times are against me, like they always are, so I'm going to be flitting to West Brom, back to around all day, I would imagine. But we'll get it done in a sensible way as we can. And let's go and have a look at this Wetherspoons. Obviously, as you can tell by the name, this is a former court building, and you are greeted as you walk into the back garden by quite an ominous that says, "You are now walking on stones that once made up the floor to the prison cell exercise yard when the building was operating as a court." So this would literally have been the exercise yard. I believe these behind, they're behind the bar, the back of here where the cells are. Sadly, he's a bit busy on the bar, and there's not many staff on for a Wetherspoons, so he's not really got time to take me and show me them. It's a bit of a shame, but it is a pretty beautiful looking building anyway. So let's take you for a walk. So it is. That's the carpet, by the way. The carpet's nice, isn't it? As you'd expect from a regal type building. But it's pretty cool all the way around. If you ever wander through, so this would have been the old courtroom that we're coming through to. Even the stairs are grand. But this would take us round. So apparently all of these are actual people that were tried here as well. All around. There's loads of them, memorabilia and stuff all around. But this would have been the actual courtroom. So, and a whole judge's chair type thing. But it's quite impressive. It is a very nice Wetherspoons. I dread to think some of the people that have been through here over the years, both in a drinking sense and in a courtroom sense. But it's definitely a pretty interesting one, this. Well worth coming to have a look at the Court of Requests. Being number one in the bag too. Cheers. And he's got 2 seconds, he's going to show me. He's going to show me. Right, so we can see in the prison cells, don't say I never show you anything. Wow. Wow. It's eerie out here, isn't it? It's cold, dark, miserable.
Everything's still the same.
Everything's still the same. Wow. Mate, this is superb. Thank you for this. What's your name?
Jay.
Jay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jay.
No,
I'm Dale.
Nice to meet you. And then these ones, they're exactly the same, but this is where we've stored all the stuff from COVID.
Yeah. Back when we felt like prisoners.
Yeah, that's right.
Mate, that's superb. Thank you for that.
Is that all right?
So yeah, this is just behind the Court of Requests. Still, honestly, can't express how cold and damp and eerie it feels in here. I bet this is great on Halloween. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. Thanks for that, Jay. Pretty exceptional, to be fair, isn't it? That's not something you see every day. So, what a great start to my day in Oldbury. But could say it's about to get even better if this really is the cheapest pub in Britain. Whew, I mean, I paid £1 for me half an ale in there. I wonder if they can beat it in here. So stop 2 then is the Waggon and Horses. Beautiful old pub, corner streets, right next to the courts. So I bet you anybody who got off in the court would have been straight in the wagon, sinking a few pints. Can't blame them, can you? Stop 2 Waggon and Horses. That's right, this is the pub that was called Britain's cheapest pub, and I can see why. A pint of Thatcher's in here will take you back £2.30. £2.30. It's gorgeous, gorgeous pub. I would have said 18th century. Tiling and stuff like that. High ceiling, wooden floor, great tiling. Even a Madry. The roof's what, sorry? Roof's all copper. Wow. It's dead incredible, to be fair. Beautiful looking place. I've gone for 2 in here because I've never had either of those. So I've gone for both of those in here, and they are very good. But it's a pretty wicked looking place. Let's have a wander through. I'll show you this bit. Oh, look at these. You know how much I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for all these tiles and things like that, and the old glass panes on the doors. But yeah, look at this. What an incredible looking place. So, if you want a really, really cheap pint and a historic looking, beautiful old pub with friendly service, all I can say is, you need to come and check this one out. Before I check into my hotel, obviously I've still got my car, so I'm doing all right for getting around outskirts of things. So I'm trying to make use of every spare minute available today to get as many done as I can. And I can't find many other places open still before 12 other than the farmhouse inns, dining and carvery called the Halfpenny Farm. Pretty sure my dad used to say halfpenny, and I'm assuming he meant that was a halfpenny. I don't know. I'm not quite old enough. I know I'm old, but I'm not quite old enough to remember that. But farmhouse inns, they're carvery dining, so the carvery is always pretty decent, to be fair. Probably better than Toby carveries from the ones that I've been to. The service in a lot of them is normally lacking because they get so busy and they have such a turnover of staff that I don't feel they ever really get the chance to train them up properly. But let's not judge this one by standards set by others. This is stop number 3, and it's the Halfpenny Farm. Yeah, as I said, the carvery actually smells amazing. You come through the door, the carvery smells amazing. It's not very busy, but the staff are very friendly, very quick, very good. So yeah, maybe it's not. It's just when they're busy, I think that they do struggle in places like this because they are so massive. Look how big this place is that they would drive. This is, you imagine this absolutely packed of people wanting food and everything else. Like it is big. Green King IPA is the only ale, so I wasn't going for that. Gone for a Peroni, but yeah, decent enough. Down to the bottom of Oldbury, so I can work my way sort of now back up through, go back through the centre to do the other 2 in the centre of Oldbury, and up to West Bromwich. And I recognise this branding. I'd know this colour scheme and this branding anywhere. As you can see, this is a craft union. This one's called the Old Cross. So I already know exactly what we're getting when we're going in. Decent outdoor space, look, on the side. But it's a craft union, so let's get it done. Stop number 4. Told you, I said I do love a craft union. They're always good banter. They're always good fun, craft unions. A couple of ales in this. Landladies over here, look.
Yeah, don't forget our
landlords over here.
Our teapot.
Wow, that's a teapot collection, isn't it? That is I mean, you don't see this kind of teapot collection every craft union you go to. I can guarantee you that. I'll tell you what, in some of the craft unions I've been to, they'd get smashed down in about 2 seconds, but they are impressive, they are. The old Rovers return for all you Northerners that watch Coronation Street, even though you know EastEnders is better.
There's the Queen Vic.
We've got the Queen Vic as well, have we? Where's the Queen Vic? Here's the Queen Vic, look. Wow, you really have got a collection. These are impressive, aren't they? These are dead impressive. Right, 2 ales on, amber, and that's what I've gone for in here. The Wainwright's amber, because I've never tried that. We've got to say, this would be late 1800s, I would say. Gorgeous looking little pub. Goes all the way around. Nice garden space to the rear as well. And a bowling green that has been here. They celebrated their centenary, the bowling green, apparently, in 2008, which makes that a 1908. See, I'm good with working things out. I can't get out of that door. That makes that 1908 for the bowling green. Look at me, subtracting 100 from 2008 at this time of day. No, good little pub this. What truly lovely people that run the Old Cross. That teapot collection is something else. Honestly, that is like nothing I've ever seen before. And nice that they had an EastEnders one. Makes me feel a little bit more at home. Although I feel at home in the Black Country anyway, because they're all so lovely to me. So, I'm working my way back towards Oldbury town centre-y type of bit. And stop 5 then is going to be navigation. It's a big, impressive looking building, isn't it? So, that stop number 5 of my day so far. Navigation. Yeah, it's a nice looking old pub inside as well, actually. The bar's quite unique. I love all that. That's well designed. I love all the design of that. But it's a big old place. It's got pool tape and stuff up there. You can watch the sport and stuff in here. Screens. Nice tidy place. Beer isn't much to write home about. There's no ales on, so I had to go for a fruity cider in here just to keep me going. But yeah, good successful stop number 5 in the bag now. And again, I said I'm going to end up saying it a lot again today, like I do most times. I love the Black Country people. I just do. Google had the cold. this one down as open, but as you can see, that does not look very open to me. I can't see any actual opening hours on the outside either, so bit of a shame, but we're going to have to move on. Missing the coal shed out, I think. What a shame. Oh well, on we go. Well, I did locate some opening hours on there, but according to that, 11:30 till 11. It's well past 11:30. In fact, it's well gone 12:30, and no signs of life. So sadly, we're gonna have to move on from there. Just around the corner is the Crosswell's Inn, but apparently this one has closed down altogether for the moment, so we can't do that either. So Langley Village is where I am apparently, according to that. But yeah, Crosswell's Inn apparently is no longer serving for the moment. Let's hope it gets saved. On track and find one that's actually open. Soho Cottage. So, Food Review Club came here a few months ago and called these basically the kings of the Desi pub for food. So, I think I might grab some chicken wings or something like that while I'm in here, and we will have a compare with a couple of other Desis as we go. So Soho Cottage then will be stopped 6 of me day. Already, like, it's really friendly, it's really down to earth. It's just it's got a great looking little menu, absolutely really good lineup of stuff on the taps. So if you like, I'm partial to the old Blue Moon and stuff, but it's a cool looking place. This, it's been modern decked out, but you would expect that, wouldn't you, with a Desi pub, however you want to say it. But I've ordered some tandoori wings, so we will see what they're like. So I've got star of pramen in here and some tandoori wings en route. What a belting way to serve the condiments. Like, you know, the mince, they'll just like dump them in little silk. But look, guys, so there are 5 of these. Apparently it's a chain through. What a banging way to actually serve the condiment sauces. Look at these, they're just delivered. Wow. I mean, they look succulent, juicy, they smell amazing. The spices coming off them, phenomenal. So well looking forward to getting my gnashers around these. Honestly, these, absolutely incredible. So succulent, so juicy. That mint sauce as well, absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, absolutely loving these. This says an easy 9 out of 10 for me, these. It's gonna take some beating. I think we can call them a big success. Yeah, well happy. That mint sauce again, absolutely to die. Top notch. Very positive start for those chicken wings, eh? Yeah, easy 9 out of 10. That great place. The guy running the place today, absolutely superb, really friendly, welcoming, and yeah, top notch tandoori wings. And yeah, £4.75 for 7 wings like that. Great price. Right, back into Oldbury Town Centre there. Everything else that was between there and Oldbury Town Centre doesn't happen until at least 3. It's only 2, and I haven't got time to mess about. So if they get done, they get done. If not, they really should be opening earlier. I am going to go back down later, probably in a cab or something, to try and do a micro pub that's down there. But for now, we're back in Oldbury Town Centre then. And the next stop then is the Junction. This one, I mean, it does not look much from the outside, does it? Look, that really could do with a facelift on the outside, but it is still a fully functioning pub. And I'm betting it's probably a friendly one. The Junction stop 6, 7, I don't know. About little locals like this and things, like pool tables. Look at this, 50p a game. 50p a game. Pay £2 a game these days in London for a game of pool. It's mental. That's why I love it around here so much. It's very like as well. I absolutely love that little fireplace archway thing. I would do late night entertainment and stuff. That's the selection of stuff on the bar. I've gone with the was it Brew 11 Best Bitters. I've never tried that before, but it is a Molson Coors product. And you know, Molson Coors could ruin the Playboy Mansion, couldn't they? Just around a corner from the Junction then and back up. So my buddy the Knife Angel is the White Swan. So yeah, the Waggon and Horses and the Weatherspoons are literally just there. White Swan, so this one didn't open till 1. So yeah, that shafted me once, but it's open now. So let's go and get it done. And it is going to be stop 8. Yeah, it's another local style gaff. It's very, like, aesthetically, it's very much like a Lytton Tree or a Yates's or something like that would have been. Tap choices, John Smith's Carling, the 2 Magnas, Guinness, Moretti, Stella, Strongbow, Foster's, Coors, Carling, John Smith at that end. So yeah, what I would call the whole beer lineup of doom is on there. However, there is some saving graces with the Magnas and the Guinness and the Moretti and the Stella, I suppose, amongst it. Decent sized booze. It's got a pool table up there, and it is a good sized place. Lovely fireplace. Not a bad boozer at all. regular followers of the channel will know that I always say some of the best boozers I ever find are tucked away at the bottom of a side street. And nothing could be more than seeing this little residential side street where you will find the jolly Collier. Bar, snacks, real ale, beer garden, a Banks's pub at one time, I don't know if it still is, we'll see. But it's got potential. Sun number 9 of the day, the jolly Collier. Very smartly decked out little pub, sort of a horseshoe shape, pool table, back of the bar over there. Loads of space, big TV at the end, and a nice looking beer garden out to the rear. They have got a real ale, it's HPA, but I've gone for a split in here. I haven't had a cider yet today, so I've gone for a Thatcher's to break up my day. But yeah, all in all, a pleasant little find just at the bottom, yeah, just at the bottom of a residential street. Hidden gem, these pubs, hidden gems. Back up the side street, and the next one should have been the George, but sadly that one not open either by, it's 3:10 time now. So see if we can find some opening hours on here. But I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't get, well, I mean that's not a good sign either. I don't get how you can run a pub and not have it open by, but oh well. So the George would have been next, but we can't do it. So there is another reason for being up here, and now I'm back on scranning again. Just hold that this way a minute, because here we go. I was told if you're gonna come, you've got to try out this next place. So this is Dr. Vinegar's Extraordinary Fish and Chips. I mean, I've had a scout at their Facebook page and the recommendations that I've got in, and it looks absolutely amazing. So let's go on black country chips, you know, the old orange chips, the battered chips. I'm looking forward to getting some from in here and seeing what this is all about. People said to me that the Majors ones that I had, the chips, were nowhere near as good as they used to be. And that might be because the person that used to own Majors now owns Dr. Vinegar's. So a brand only 50 years in the making. Royce and Spencer, the earliest son, Major and Olive Spencer, the founders of Majors. So I found it. These are now the people who founded Majors. So my excitement level's just like gone up from where it was already. So well looking forward to this. Honestly, this is by far the best fish and chips I've ever tasted. And I'm a firm believer in it. It tastes better by the coast. I'm nowhere near the coast. I couldn't be further from the coast if I tried. But just the flakiness, the succulence of this. They ran Majors. They obviously made Majors a force. They've left. They've done this. Wow. Amazing. So the Black Country need to stop feeding me because I'm absolutely stuffed now. But honestly, what amazing fish and chips they are. So I've hung around Oldbury, which is costing me much needed time because I needed to get to the old dispensary real ale bar, which opens at 4. It's now 4:05, and that's still shut, and I've come a long way back out of my way to get to this. So I'm going to see if I can find any more about it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be open anytime very swiftly. It's a Watt pub, it doesn't open until 6. So it's been an absolute waste of my time. I do wish pubs, please, if you're watching this, pub owners, update your hours on Facebook. And I know Google's a pain in the backside, but please at least put your opening hours on Facebook or something like that so that people know. Because Watt pub is often wrong as well. So I try and go by their own Facebook page, they can update themselves. And yeah, it's, well, I really want to do this one, and it's going to be miles from where I'm going now because I've tried to do it based on the fact that this opened at 4. So I don't know, we'll have to see if I can get a lift back down here later and try again. But that's really disappointing with the opening hours for this because this was definitely one that I'm well looking forward to. I mean, I'm so disappointed by that because I really wanted to get in that one, and I feel like I've wasted nearly an hour hanging around, procrastinating, trying to get down there to make sure I could get to there for 4. So it really does wind me up, to be honest. But right, I think that is what I can do in Oldbury. I'm not going to make it back down there, I know that. So that's what I can do in Oldbury. So I'm on the outskirts now of West Bromwich. And the next one is, I'm going to step out here and show you, the Railway Inn. So that is stop 11 of the day. Very smart looking, nicely decked out, almost designerly decked out. It's like, it's plush in here, Desi pub. Menu and food look fantastic. Really good lineup selection of keg stuff on the bar. No cask, but a very nice looking moves that, it goes all the way round, down that side into a restaurant area down the back. Good little stop off. At least it's open. I think I'm going to be on a little run of Desi pubs now, which I'm alright with. Said they're always pretty cool. Far too stuffed from my first lot of chicken wings and that fish and chips to eat anything, but I'm going to get through the pub side of the things. So this one is called a new flower pot up here on a side street off the big major busy road. You won't miss it. It's got a tractor outside. And it is stop number 11 of the day. The other Desi's, aesthetically, it's quite clean. Decent stuff on the taps. I'm going for a vodka in here because in the absence of anything I've never tried before. It's always nice to try something different, but if there isn't, you know, I will quite happily go. That's what it is. Okay, 3-minute walk from there. My next Desi bar and grill type stop is the Island Inn. It's got a sports bar and restaurant according to the doors, so we'll probably venture into the sports bar side of it. Called the Island Inn, I would assume, because it's right on this massive great roundabout. And up here, anywhere north of Watford Gap in this country, they call a roundabout an island. So the Island Inn, being on that, actually makes perfect sense. In we go. A decent sized, very smartly presented place. The sports bar, I see what's called. What a great massive screen and stuff. It's very smartly decked out. All the tables and chairs, very well presented. Again, no ales, but I said you don't tend to find ales in the Desi pubs very often. Decent mix of stuff on the taps though, and it is a pleasant enough place. Pool table, dartboard and stuff for a sports bar as well. About to go with a Copperberg in it, and it's a Carling glass. Since we were on a little bit of a Desi pub roll, about to keep the streak going. Desi pub number 4 in a row. Another 13 of my day altogether is going to be the Cricketers Arms. Nicely fronted, that, isn't it? Obviously an old pub, but I am led to believe that it is a 4th Desi in a row. Steakhouse and grill. Maybe it's not a full Desi. We'll find out in a minute, won't we? Cricketers Arms is stop 13. It is a Desi pub, but it also does everything you could want. Steaks, burgers, pizzas, everything else, and it's really, to be honest, it's a really good menu. Spoken highly of by a lorry driver I just spoke to. He's been here 3 times this week already, so that is something to. That's a recommendation. That if he stops in deliberately, goes out of his way to come into it, not from around here, but stuff on the bar. Carling's dark fruit and styrofoam, but it's a big old space, a nice looking pub. This, all in all, I think it is a really good stop off, and I totally get why this one was one that came highly recommended on the food front. I suppose wish I was hungry enough to try some of the food. If it's that good, if the lorry driver's been here, he's sat behind here, chap here. If he's been here 3 times this week, gotta be a reason, isn't it? He's been here 3 times this. Look at that. That, and you enjoy that. That looks mouthwatering. That looks quality. Enjoyed that Cricketers Arms. To be fair, thought it was pretty cool. But one of the ones that everybody kept saying to me, honestly, you've got to go here, is the Vine. So it's another way. It's well on the outskirts and a bit of a residential street. It feels like I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere, but I am walking towards the town centre from here, I think. But it looks like that, the Vine. It said highly recommended by a lot of people. This. So let's go in and see what all the fuss is about, shall we? News that comes as no surprise to me. It's a Desi pub. Honestly, the food looks phenomenal. It smells great too. They actually have got an ale as well, HPA. So I've gone with that because I haven't had an ale in any of the Desis I've been to in the last few hours. So it's nice to find one, and a decent tap mix they've got on in here as well. Good looking pub. Food smells amazing. I can see why you all told me I'd like it. I get it. The Vine was pretty sound, to be fair. Food looks amazing. I wish that I had room after that fish and chips and those other chicken wings to eat again, but at the moment I haven't. So I'm going to have to go round these, aren't I, and do some of these Desis for actually eating. But yeah, anyway, onwards we move. So my next stop is going to be the Sportsman. 5-minute walk up from where I just was. Not too bad at all. It's very a cross between like a Tudor and a modern building. I'm not really sure what vibe they're going for there. There's obviously fake Tudor stuff, I would imagine, above. But we'll go in anyway. Sportsman is stop 15. About to really blow your mind to this one, but guess what? It's a Desi pub. I get it. I love a curry as much as the next guy, and obviously around here, it's the in thing to do, isn't it? So I get it. It's they're all thriving. They're all doing well. That's good. The food always looks and smells fantastic, so can't go wrong with that. Again, called the Sportsman. It's got a sports bar in front of it with plenty of screens all around. Very similar on the tap front to most of what I have. They've got Meantime IPA on up there though, which a lot of places haven't had that sort of offering, and a pool table and stuff over there. But it's another Desi pub. Not far towards the next one, and it's another bar and grill, which means it's going to be an Indian food Desi offering. It's the Great Lion. This one, that's a beautiful old building that is. This is a major busy road. This is cars going up and down it fast as well. But yeah, the Great Lion Bar and Grill then. Stop 16. I worked out that I've done 9 in Oldbury earlier. I've now done 7 in West Bromwich, and that's 7 Desi pubs in a row. So every single one thus far in West Bromwich has been a Desi pub. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're all good in their own right. The food smells phenomenal in all of them. There's people eating in every single one of them I've been in. For me, it's getting a bit samey now. It'd be nice to just find something a little bit different. Yeah, that's a whole run then. Literally, I've been round in like a, not a semicircle as such, but more of a horseshoe I've walked around in so far. And all 7 have been Desi pubs. So again, this one is very similar offering. They've got Kingfisher on, so I've gone for a Kingfisher in here because I haven't had Kingfisher yet today. So I thought I would have that. You can watch the sport and stuff in here. They've got golf on rather than football. A few of them have had, most have had football on, but again, the food smells good. Again, pool table on the far side, though they've split into sports bar and restaurant. I'm kind of holding out now to find something that's not a Desi pub in West Brom. Pretty sure this is now the town centre part of West Bromwich. I think I'm going to jump a cab or something and go to the outskirts in a minute and get out of similar ones, see if I can find something different up on the outskirts. My next one is going to be the Prince of Wales, which looks like that just there. So yeah, trying to get across any roads here is an absolute nightmare as well. Thank you. Have to wait for someone to sort of wave you to go, but yeah, it is so, the town centre around here is so busy with cars. But yeah, it's as I expected, it's another Desi pub with their menu outside. I mean, the prices are so cheap, and the food does all look and smell absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, Prince of Wales then is up next, but pretty much more of the same, I think. Pub space, there's massive great pub. Obviously more seating and dining and stuff down at there. It's a pretty cool little place, to be fair. Carling, Guinness, Thatcher's, Stella, bar, choices for the taps. But it is a pretty cool looking place, to be fair. So this is stop 17, 2 pool tables. A red or a green, depending on what cloth you want to play in, which is always cool today. A lot of these pubs I've been in today seem to be split into sort of 2 sides, which is nice to see. But yeah, it's a friendly, welcoming little. And that menu, the prices on that menu is so cheap. Can't go wrong. A little story for you. I've just had a read. So this was the very first Desi pub. They were all born from here. And now there is what, 75?
Yeah.
75. Visit the Black Currant Tree. House in the Punjab, yeah. Wow. So the very first Desi pub I am now stood in. And I've been to, if there are 75, I've been to at least, well, I've been to a lot today. But overall, I've been to a fair old number now. Wonderful. Yeah.
Prince of Wales.
Oh wow. That's superb, that is. That's absolute quality. Thank you for that. There you go. The first ever Desi pub I've been. Ticks it off, mate. Oh, nice fella. His name's Ray. Yeah, top man. So it's nice to have been in the original. Someone like looking at it from the outside. So the original, the first ever Desi pub. Wow. Little bit of history there, isn't it? So, right. I'm going to get a cab up to the top now and start working our way back towards the town so I can do some of the outskirts ones. And we'll see what that brings. Come on, taxi. Where are you? I did say I wanted something different. So how about a chain pub? A sizzling chain pub. You know, sizzling brands. Crown and Anchor. Yeah, one of them. Sizzling, Crown and Anchor. So it is a little bit different to what I've done in the last 8 pubs. It's not very different to what I've done for the last 2.5 years, is it? I've been to about 100 of these. Oh well, I'm trying to be excited. I'm really impressed that I've been in the first ever Desi though. Crown and Anchor's up next. They are very generic, but they're not terrible. Sadly, no ales on anymore. Looks like there were at some point. That's kind of imagine. I mean, it's pretty standard stuff, isn't it? But I did find a recorder lig that I'd never seen before in here. Blackberry Blackcurrant. The ABV's terrible though. Look, 3.4% they've gone down to. So I'm having that. But yeah, kid friendly. Family. It's a family eatery more than a pub. They always are. But this, yeah, it's not too bad. 2-minute walk round the corner has brought me to this. Now that looks absolutely beautiful, doesn't it, the Royal Oak? I've done a lot of Royal Oaks, probably over 40 different Royal Oaks. I'm struggling to remember one that looks actually as beautiful as that does, especially at night time with it all lit up. So that is, I think it's stop 17 of the day, but I might be wrong. I will have a count up while I'm in there and let you know the actual number when I come out, but it's 17 or 18 anyway. But yeah, Royal Oak is up next. Absolutely love this one. 5 ales on Taylor's, HBA, proper job. Blondes that I've gone for, and a Town Crier.
I'm your number one fan.
Hey, hello mate. I've just met my number one fan. Steve. Here we go. I'll be back with you in a minute. This is... Hey Steve. This one is right up my street. So split into two, so we've got the 5 ales on. Bar side on that side. You can watch the sport though, whichever side you're in, you can watch the sport in. As you can see, look how packed out it is. Absolutely packed out. Great little space outside as well. It is there's a quiz every Thursday. What's your name, Quizmaster?
Neil.
Neil? Are Neil's quizzes good? That's the question. Are Neil's quizzes hard? I bet they're too hard for me. Most quizzes are too hard for me, especially after this many beers and this time and I'll be here. This is an absolute belter. Come and see this pub. Love it. I'm coming back. What a great pub. Honestly, I could have spent the rest of my night in the Royal Oak. I thought it was absolutely magnificent. Magnificent people, magnificent pub. But on the way back towards town now, my next one is the most recurring name of the crawl so far. I think this brings up 60 Red Lions that I've done so far. So Royal Oaks, there are a lot of, but Red Lions, there are more. So Red Lion, and this is the bar and grill. So yes, this one is indeed a Desi pub. So I knew I'd get to another one eventually. So this will make 9 Desi pubs for me so far this evening for West Bromwich. But I mean, to be fair, it's quite spectacular looking as far as pubs go. I absolutely love the Stone Lion just there. So yeah, you can't go wrong. Can't really go wrong, can you? Let's get on with it. Honestly, the smell and the look of the food in here is making my mouth water. Just bought that, zoom you into that, shall we? Look at that. Looks absolutely phenomenal, that. Smells better. But there are people dining and stuff in here. You can watch, so the Man United game's on up there, the Chelsea game's on up there. It's just bustling, an absolutely bustling place. There's a whole nother side to the pub on that bit over the far bit as well, but yeah, absolutely belting. 2 real ales on in here, Hobgoblin Gold and Solar Wave, which I've got. Solar Wave, I'm a big fan. It's a Sharps brewery one, and we're down in Cornwall not long ago, so I know all about them. Good tap choices in here. Yeah, this is a banging Desi pub. This good beer, amazing looking food, happy meat. You through to the other side, sort of the bar side, I suppose you would call it. Show you easily what they've got on in here. So some decent bits. Honestly, I'm really impressed by this one. What makes me sad is the original Desi pub, the Prince of Wales, then, it's been the quietest one of the lot. Literally barely anyone in there. So that's the quietest one of the lot I've been in. All the others are absolutely bustling. And the original, which has got the most history and the big story to tell, is the quietest one. Explain that to me. Okay, there are still a few outskirtsy ones to do, I believe. So we're trying our best to get round. I'm just gone 9. So I'm doing my best. This is pub 21 of the day, so I'm not doing badly, am I? This is Coach and Horses. So yeah, this is, again, it's up on a residential sort of area. So it's probably a locals friendly gaff. So Coach and Horses, stop 21. It's so cheap around here. £1.75. Half a dark fruit Magnus, £1.70. Honestly, I love the Black Country and I love everything about it. The people, the drinks prices, the vibe. I might just move over here. Honestly, I might just move over here because it is pool table, big space. It is just, honestly, I might just move here because the people here like me more than the people in London. Might as well move here. I love you people. So they've only been there 10 weeks, the new people in there, so they are sorting that reputation of that pub out, building it back up, and I have full faith, full confidence in them getting there because they are lovely people. So yeah, good one. Give that one a shot if you haven't been for a while. Don't let the old reputation spoil it for you. Go, give them a chance. So next one is Goff Arm, and it's a Marston's. My first Marston's of the day. First Marston's for a while we've had. This is one of those old Art Deco buildings, isn't it? And they are horrible looking. Art Deco. I don't know who ever okayed Art Deco, but what do we always say? Never judge a pub by its exterior. Still a Goff Arms. Honestly, so it's a Marston's pub, so don't judge anything because I said I worked for Marston's for years, so I know all about Marston's, all the things to do with Marston's. Pool table, dartboard, plenty of space. It's a big old pub. Just met the landlord, Dean, he's a good fella, give us a wave. Here you are, YouTube famous now. Lads, give us a wave. Good boys. Right, so, Marston's, isn't it? Moretti, San Miguel, Carney. With Marston's, there are always plenty of choices amongst whatever you could want. You'll probably find it. Food-led pub. They do a charity like auction type thing every Thursday apparently. So that's what's been going on over here. But good-looking pub, nice people. Again, Marston's Boozer. I can imagine this blends the lines between like family eatery and fun pub at weekends, things like that. Does it well. Top bombing. Come and see it. Up a very, very slight incline, which even I didn't mind walking up because it wasn't that bad. 3 minutes, not far. However, Three Horseshoes, my next stop, is a Black Country Ales pub, and I didn't know. I didn't know there was one. I did not know there was a Black Country Ales pub on my route for today. So imagine how happy I am now to find that there is, because honestly, I absolutely adore the Black Country Ales pubs, and that looks particularly beautiful, doesn't it? Let me stand up here out in the middle of the road. Honestly, the people around here though, I will say the people around here drive like absolute, well, you know what. So, Black Country Ales pub though, Three Horseshoes is my next stop. I love Black Country Ales pub so much because the beer offering is always stupendous. I haven't used the word stupendous in a long time, but in here, look at this, a smooth porter from North Star, and I'll tell you what, that is incredibly smooth. I'm very happy. But they always, don't they? Black Country Ales, they never let me down. Pub wise, they never ever ever let me down. But look at this from Dancing Duck. Look, that is a make beer great again. Me and Dancing Duck need to have a chat, I think, because I really like that pump clip. So I kind of want one. But there's a few in here. So I had this a few weeks ago, which is absolutely, and I'm glad that they've kept that going for a while because it was pretty damn good. But this is it's a classic Black Country Ales pub. It's laid out like a Black Country Ales, but it looks like a Black Country Ales pub, and that's exactly why I love it. I'm going to go back and drink my porter. It was a 3-minute wonder to what is called Cottage Spring, but I'm going to assume, judging by the darkness and maybe the scaffolding, that is not open. So let's jump a cab and get back down near my hotel. It's been a pretty good innings, hasn't it? I'm pretty pleased with what I've got through today. So I'm back near my hotel. There are 2 pubs by my hotel, and hopefully my hotel, which is called Lucarelli, I'm terrible at saying it, Lucarelli I think, is an Italian restaurant, hotel and bar. So if we try and get to this, Crown and Cushion, I mean look how beautiful that is. That genuinely is an old Tudor exterior on a great looking pub on the corner of 2 streets, so literally on a junction. But yeah, Crown and Cushion. So if we get this done and we get the next one in, hopefully we'll still make it to my hotel for a beer in there, and we'll show you around there as well. So Crown and Cushion up next. I think I made it in here. Oh, it's pale. Castle Rock Brewery, a good Nottinghamshire brewery then. Nottinghamshire legends. I will enjoy many of their beers, I'm sure, next week at the Nottinghamshire Beer Festival. What a great beer. We've also got a quiz or something on, judging by the pens and paper out on the table. But sterling looking little pub this. Really pleased to make it. I said, Nottinghamshire Legends Castle Rock Brewery. Can't go wrong with one of their beers. Especially not at this time of night. Castle Rock, you know I love you. You know I love you. Crown and Cushion was a belter. Belter. Who's that lad that sings that belter song, the Scouse lad? Phenomenal song that. Look that up if you don't know it. She's a belter. Yeah, great. I'm not going to sing it. Yeah, I thought that was great. Right, one closest to my hotel. It's called a Horse and Jockey, and it is literally a mid of 2 streets. Boozer. It's a Marston's house. Doesn't look like a managed house. It's like a tenanted one to me. But it's my penultimate stop, providing we can get a drink at the hotel. And if we get there back before 11, we should, shouldn't we? We can have hope. Reached that final point of the night where, when I see new stuff that I haven't had before, I ordered both. So we're going for half a Wainwright and half an Old Empire together. Look, so which is which?
Wainwright, Old Empire.
Wainwright's is this one. Let's put that in front of the Wainwright because I will forget. Put that in. We'll put that in there. Get them down. Get them down. No, I do not want 2 straws. And she's a really bad influence already. I've not even started. Honestly. Card, please. I'm sorry, all you cash is king people. I'm sorry, but sometimes I run out of cash today. I run out of cash. Don't hold it against me. Thank you. But what great. Split into 2 sides. Dartboard and stuff going on over here. TVs for the sport and things up there. Gentleman with his giving the cheers. Thank you very much. And it is, yeah. What a great little place to finish. But I am going to try and get that beer in the hotel. So I've had a great day. I love it around here, and we'll see how the hotel pans out. I had my arm twisted to stay for a Jack Daniels. Look, him. he twisted my arm. So I had my arm twisted. So we're not even bothered about getting back to the hotel for a beer. It's just a hotel, isn't it? So yeah, got a. I don't know. In all honesty, I don't think there was probably a better way or place for me to finish off the night than in there, was there? So they're lovely people. That's a top boozer. Had a couple of good ales on. And it's a 2-minute walk from my hotel, which is this behind me, the Lucarelli. So yeah, although I've definitely missed last orders, the Lucarelli Hotel is sat just here in amongst where it's all happening. So I'm happy. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been an educational day. I've had a good day. I always have a good day in the Black Country, as you know. But yeah, there are many things still to come. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Help us grow.